So if you're like me and you've been playing Fallout 4 the past couple of days, you're probably running out of adhesive a lot. And if you guys didn't know, adhesive is one of the primary components for crafting and modifying your weapons in the game. And considering there are a ton of modifications you can make, you're going to need a lot of adhesive if you want to do these modifications for separate weapons. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to pretty much get an unlimited supply of adhesive by growing it. That sounds a little weird, but trust me, it'll all make sense at the end. By the way, if you guys do wind up enjoying this video, I'd appreciate you guys dropping a like and subscribing because I have a ton of other awesome Fallout 4 videos on my channel. Anyway, getting into how we're going to actually go about this. So, if we go to the crafting station, I'm doing this in Sanctuary, you can do it wherever, but I'm going to show you guys in Sanctuary just because there's all the necessary components to make everything. So I go to this crafting station, and at the bottom, there's this category called Utility. There's only one recipe in there, and that is the vegetable starch. And that is actually what we're going to be making, which is going to turn into adhesive. I don't really know how that works, but it does, so that's all that matters. As you can see, though, when I hover over it, you can see the things that it requires. We need corn, we need mut fruit, we need purified water, and we need tato. 3 of those things you can grow, and purified water is fairly easy to get as long as you have Science 1 and can build a water purifier. I'm going to show that here first, and this will give you around 20 to 30 purified water bottles in your workshop, and they replenish fairly quickly, so you're not going to really run out of water too often. Now, obviously, you got to build a generator to power it, but once you do that and you have it in the river, it should be good to go. I would recommend doing this first if you do have the Science 1 at least. By the way, you don't need to build the biggest water purifier, but obviously that will just give you more purified water. You can go with the other ones if you don't want to maybe get Science 1, but regardless, I would say do that first because while we're out getting the other stuff, you can let that start getting water for you. Now, the other things that we're going to need. So I'm going to actually show you guys 3 or 4 farm locations that are somewhat near Sanctuary that you can go out and get these fairly easily. This first one here on the map, this one's the Abernathy farm, and there is a ton of the tato plants here. You can wipe them out, and I think you can get like 50 or something just from these plants alone. So that's step 2. Go out and get those. Now, the other 2, the mut fruit and the corn, are a little bit harder to find, at least at the beginning of the game, I would say. This next place, Grey Garden, again, is fairly close to Sanctuary, but this one will have a good amount of the mut fruit plants, and it has a few corn growing in here. By the way, I would recommend when this is all said and done to not use the corn, or not use all of these things, because obviously we're going to have to plant them to get them to grow again. But regardless, go through this place and you can wipe it out. There's actually some tattoo plants in here as well. And then this last farm that I want to show you guys, this one is where you can get a good amount of corn from, although I will say it's not that close to Sanctuary. You are going to have to venture out a little bit. Maybe there's a closer spot. If anybody knows one for corn, let me know in the comment section. But honestly, if you just come across any farms in the game, I would go there, pick up all the stuff that you can. But this one, as you can see, it's over here on the right side of the map. It's called Finch Farm, and there is a good amount of the mut fruit plants as well as the corn. Alright, so now we have all the ingredients to make this vegetable starch. Now, like I said, real quick, before you do anything, before you make anything, go back to your settlement and plant the corn, the mut fruit, and the tattoo plants, just so you can have a constant and steady supply coming in. I'm not entirely sure exactly how long it takes for these plants to fully grow and to like resupply themselves, but I'm sure after you plant them, if you go out and do a few missions and come back, they should be ready to go and ready to be picked. Now that we're back at Sanctuary, before we actually go and craft the vegetable starch, check your workshop and check the aid section, I think, and you can see if there's any purified water. For me, it was like 25 or so, so you get a good amount of purified water from that water purification thing that we built at the beginning. Now, time to actually put all this stuff together and make the vegetable starch. So once you get to the crafting station, again, we're going to go to Utility, and now we're going to have all the materials required to make the vegetable starch, and you can make as many as you want. Each vegetable starch gives you 5 adhesive when you scrap it, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that here in a second. But like I said at the beginning, this is pretty much a way to get unlimited adhesive for all of your modifying needs. Now, to scrap these items, you can just put them in your workshop, and I think it'll do it automatically if you need adhesive. But if you want to just be safe about it, then you can go into your inventory, drop the vegetable starch on the ground, go into the workshop, and then just scrap it by looking at it. And that will obviously give you, like I said, 5 adhesive per thing. That is it with this video, though. Thank you guys for watching. I will definitely be doing some more settlement tips as I come across them, because honestly, settlement building in this game is kind of confusing. It's a little bit overwhelming. There's a lot to know and a lot to learn. So if you guys want to know more about it, definitely, like I said, subscribe to my channel. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. And as always, it's your boy Saints Fan. I'm out. Peace.